is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am making a preppy girl slash sorority girl in The Sims 4 in preparation of the Discover University, which I'm really stoked for. I can't wait for it to finally be out. I love the university games for The Sims. It's probably one of my favorite expansion packs they've ever done for the game, so I'm really looking forward to it. But today I'm making Isabel Bradshaw. She obviously, like I just said, she's inspired by Sorority Girl and a preppy girl, but this is like totally stereotypical. Like, don't mean to offend anybody by any means necessary. I just thought it would be kind of cool to kind of do certain categories, I guess, of what is considered a jock or a prep or a nerd or whatever in the Sims world. So yeah, so I started out with Isabel Bradshaw. This was actually really fun to do because normally when I do CAS, I use custom content, and today I disabled custom content and I strictly used just what I have in the game, which honestly I was genuinely surprised by how much stuff we don't actually have in the game, because at one point you'll notice that I go through like all the categories of the games just to make sure I actually have every single pack, because I was like, where's all my clothes? And then I realized it's because I don't have custom content. So yeah, that's clownery. But anyways, so Carrie Bradshaw is going to be our sorority girl, preppy girl, whatever, like I've said like 6,000 times. I also decided to make a dorm room for her. I'm going to be making a dorm room for every single category of sim I make. So for her, I did a kind of a girly dorm, I guess, but I kept it like relatively simple because I didn't want to go over the top, just in case people don't have a lot of expansion packs, because I did use some clutter objects, but I try not to go like crazy overboard with like debug stuff. But yeah, so that's later in the video. But for right now, we are doing a formal wear. I really wanted to make sure that when I dressed up this sim in particular, I didn't want it to seem like it was unrealistic, because you know, when you go to college, yeah, like people are dressing up and they're wearing specific clothes, but they're not like on a runway. Like, this isn't The Sims, you know, like in The Sims, I feel like you're allowed to kind of dress up your character and make your sim look a little bit more exaggerated. I can't find the right word to use, but I guess you just kind of make them look better than what you normally see in real life. That sounds really bad, but you know, like, people don't wear super nice, exciting clothes to school. I mean, you can, but normally you just see like a bunch of casual clothing. So I tried to make sure that when I, you know, dressed her, she looked like she was actually a college student. Like, she was dressed in clothes that, like, yeah, a sorority girl would wear, but also stuff that is easy to put on, easy to take off, you know, comfortable, and like, I guess school appropriate too. So I tried to keep the theme of like her jeans. I'm pretty sure the same jeans I use for the everyday outfit, just because I wanted to make sure that, you know, it was realistic, I guess, you know, because like I would wear the same pair of jeans, but I would change them with a different shirt. So that's what I did. I made it realistic. And yeah, so now we're in the cold weather and we're almost done with her. So to wrap up this sim, I guess, the traits, right, that's coming up. I also went back and gave her some earrings and stuff like that for all of her outfits, except for specific ones. But anyways, when I get to her traits, I gave her the friend of the world trait. I also gave her the romantic trait, the outgoing trait, and the ambitious trait. So there is Isabel Bradshaw. Moving on to the dorm room, which I just made a very simple box. And I know some of you are probably going to watch this and be like, this is literally like the worst dorm room in the entire world. But when I made it, I tried to keep it very realistic. And I know that's really dumb because this is a Sims and you can like do whatever you want in the Sims. But typically, you know, when you walk into a dorm, there aren't a lot of things on the wall because of fire hazards. And also, you know, people don't have, you know, pink walls and stuff like that. It's a very boring looking room. I also wanted to put brick on one side of the wall because when my brother moved into college, part of the wall was actually like a white, smooth brick, but I decided against it for this, just for the sheer fact that I don't know, it just looked really weird in the game, so I took it away and just made the carpet a plain, I think it's a darker gray. The lighting in my game is really bad because I have to play on laptop mode, but I think I just made it a dark gray, and I also changed it to a more, because these walls look a little dirty. I think it's, I can't even remember what I just did, but the city living pack came with like plain walls that looked a little dirty, so I changed them to just like a more, I guess, clean look. And I didn't really want to mess around with it too much because I wanted to keep it as simple as possible, and I know a lot of people don't have expansion packs and stuff like that and stuff packs, so I wanted to make sure that the stuff I was putting in the dorm room was actually usable for across all platforms. So yeah. Also, you'll notice that I am putting stuff on the walls because I decided, you know, yeah, in the real world it's considered a fire hazard, but in The Sims 4 there are no rules. So I just went loco crazy with some of the stuff on the wall, but I also didn't at the same time. Like, it's pretty simple, and you know, you can tape posters up on your walls in college, you know, like you can do everything that I'm doing in this. It's just like certain things aren't allowed, and so I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but the point is, I think this dorm turned out really well. There are some things that I changed off camera. You'll notice when we go through it again and look at some stuff, but otherwise, I think I did an okay job. Like, I would definitely live in this dorm room because it was cozy looking, it was comfortable, and I tried not to go too over the top with too much pink because I know that's a little stereotypical, but I think the pink actually looks really nice because, you know, if I went with like pink walls, pink floor, pink curtains, pink shelves, pink furniture, pink everything, that would be a little over the top because nobody has that much pink unless you're Sharpay Evans. So, moral of the story, I went with really simple furniture, and then I kind of added some clutter here and there to make it look more realistic as if it was a real dorm room. Also, this rug, I don't know why I put that in there because the only time I ever see people use rugs is when they have hardwood floor, and even then, I don't even think people do it because it's just like in the way. And then you'll notice I'm putting down a counter here, and then that's when I was like, I don't know why I put this carpet down because literally the counter is in the way of, or the rug, not the carpet, is in the way of the counter. So that was a big brick. I also didn't know because, okay, so here's another problem that I ran into. The counter was too small and there's that gap space, and I was like, what in the heck do I put there? What should I put there to make it so there's not this like weird ugly gap in the middle of the room because it looks bad. It looks really bad and I don't like it. So I ended up moving the counter, you'll see later on, but I moved it over and I put some shelving up, and I think it looks good. I think it looks great, to be honest with you. And I'm genuinely happy with how this turned out. I really think I did a decent job. Oh, right now I'm putting in cheats because I realized I didn't do it before, and so I have to unlock all of the items in there because I forgot that I didn't do it in the beginning. Like, I typed in the wrong cheat code, so I had to do it later on in the video. I'm very sorry, but yeah, so I'm just adding final touches. I think I go around and make sure everything works, and this is a part where I get super frustrated with what to put here. So I ended up moving the counter, and I thought this would look really cool, and I was like, oh, it looks great, and then I realized the sink glitches. So I couldn't do that. And then I couldn't move the bed anymore. And yes, I could have made the dorm room another space bigger, but that just would have caused issues in terms of like where everything went. So I didn't do that. And instead I just put the shelf up and moved everything around and added some more clutter items in the dorm room. And I don't know. I don't know how to do voiceovers. I'm really bad at this. I'm really new to this whole voiceover thing. So I'm really sorry if this just is a disaster. But we're almost done with the decor items. So I'm going to boop out of here and let you guys watch the rest of this before I come back and we do an inside tour. So peace out. Alright guys, so this is the final completion of the little dorm room that I made for our girl Isabel. So we're just going to go ahead and take a really quick tour of what it looks like. Pardon the lighting in my game is really bad because I have to play on laptop mode, so my game actually works. So I apologize for that. But when you first walk in, I did add some stuff off camera because when I was looking around, some of the stuff on the top of the walls didn't actually work, so I had to go back and fix it. But here's the place when you first walk in. It's really cute, and I tried to keep it simple because in real life college, if this was like a real life dorm room, there'd be a lot of fire hazards in this room. But since it's not real life and it's The Sims, we can do whatever we want. But I still tried to keep it relatively close to how a real life dorm would be, I guess. I tried to keep the dark carpet and the blank white walls. I know in my brother's college, when I went to his dorm when he moved in, this part of the wall was actually brick. It was like a cold white plain brick, and then he had a window in there as well. And normally there's 2 people in a dorm room, but if you pay extra, I'm pretty sure you get to have a special bedroom all to yourself. So I did have her have this one because I just thought it felt appropriate for her, I suppose. Also, that is cutting into the wall. Ooh, I'll fix it later. But here's the fart. Oh, here's the fart. Yes, here's the fart. Here's the part where you first walk in. We have a little station section part sink over here, so she can get ready in the morning. Typically in places like this, there's a connected bathroom somewhere in the area, but so I just gave her a sink just to have in here, but I couldn't fit another counter in here without the sink being glitched, so I just have one, and I added a shelf up here for her to use, as well as a nice big mirror, and then, oh, I keep going up instead of down, whoops, and then of course her backpack. And then if we come over here to her bed, I just have a bunch of simple, posters on the wall, nothing too spectacular, but I added a side table as well as a lamp and some plants. This notebook thing, which I really like, and I'm really glad that they introduced this into the base game as an extra item, because I used to do the by debug mode, and the notebook in there is really small, so I'm glad that they introduced that into the game. And then I also added some pillows on her bed, because you can't have too many pillows. And then if we go over to her desk area, I actually moved the shelving over here to over there, or from over there to over here, and then I also gave her a laptop, and I added some more light fixtures, same with the lamp. So this is her desk area. I think it's really cute. It's nice and simple because I figured, you don't need a messy desk space. I feel like I do better when my desk space is clean and orderly, and I'm not looking at a billion different things. So I gave her a nice simple one. I tried to keep it, relatively minimalistic, I guess, but at the same time, simple. That's like the same thing. I don't know what I was going for there, but I really like it. It's a cute area. I think it suits college life because it's not too messy. It's not, I don't know what I'm going for right now, but I don't know. I really like it. It's nice and simple. And then of course we have the area where we have her clothing unit. So when I actually took my brother to college, he had a really big dresser in his room that the dorm provided for him, as well as a desk. That's why none of her furniture really matches, because so I just gave her this tiny one to use, and then I added some other extra things, as well as the hanging stuff up above, as well as a hamper and some other stuff to use for her bathroom. And then I also put the mirror on the door, because normally most colleges, from what I've seen, put mirrors on their doors, and then I added this extra thing that we can just say she brought from home. So that is the completed look of the dorm room. I think it turned out really well. Unfortunately, it's really bad lighting in here right now, but I think it's cute, and for the first portion of dorms, I like it. And yeah, so there we go. Yeah, okay. Let's have her use her laptop. Let's make sure it actually works, yeah? Let's click on this here. Hello? Why won't it let me click? Oh, there we go. Play Sims. Oh, okay, so that's a little weird, but it's okay. Everything else seems to work. Can she sleep in her bed? She can sleep in her bed. Wait, why isn't she? Okay. Alright, so that glitched. Can she use her sink? She can! Cool. Alright, so everything in here works, which is really great and super awesome. So, cool. It's a functioning dorm room. I truly love that for her. Alright guys, that is all that I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. And if you want more content from yours truly, also be sure to subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. If you are interested in watching the rest of the series, I will be uploading up until the release of University, so stick around for that if you'd like. This sim will be available to download on the gallery if you are interested at all, as well as the build. My origin ID is Amazingraceful. You can find me on there, as well as all of my other builds, sims, anything else that I've ever done ever is all on there, so check it out. Anyways, I have to go. It's 3 o'clock in the morning and I've been filming this all night, so I'm gonna peace out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye! This sim will be available to download.